Well, hello everyone. Not sure how many of you recognize where I am in the church. We're down in the lower maintenance room below the Mary Martha room. And what you're seeing on this side is a computer that operates our lighting system in both the sanctuary and Shepherd Hall. When the remodel took place, they decided that they wanted some ability to have different lighting opportunities, and so this is what runs it all. And on this side, this is our fire alarm system, and it monitors for smoke and fire, and calls, if it's a first alarm, it calls one of our staff members, and if they can't get anybody, they call the fire department. And so I started thinking about this because of the many difficulties that we seem to be running into these days. And so I came across this psalm, it's Psalm 91, and many of you may be familiar with it, because when the troubles of life get me down, I go to the Psalms, because the writers of the Psalms oftentimes had troubles. And at the beginning of their writings, many times they express that trouble, and by the time they express it to God at the end, they're finding relief from God. So this is 91. I'm going to read the first 4 verses. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, my refuge and my fortress, my God in whom I trust. For it is he who delivers you from the snare of the trapper and from the deadly pestilence. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you may seek refuge. His faithfulness is a shield and a bulwark. So in some ways, this fire system is our shield and our bulwark to protect us from fire when nobody happens to be in the building. But God is our shield and our fortress at all times, wherever we are, no matter what circumstance we're in. You know, I did want to slide this little quote from Charles Spurgeon in, because I've been sharing it with everybody. I just think it's so great. Charles Spurgeon said, little faith will bring your soul to heaven, but great faith will bring heaven to your soul. You know, the burdens of life we oftentimes think that they're placed upon us by the enemy or by chance or some other way, negativity of some kind. But if we read the Bible close enough, there are times that God actually places those burdens on our backs to help us develop our ability to allow the faith of God to overcome the fear and the doubt and the shame that produces worry and guilt, and that robs our wills of the strength to rise above the cares of this world. And as we seek God's strength to help us bear the load, we sometimes realize that this weight that we've had on our back is actually God providing a set of wings. And as those wings begin to unfold, we find ourselves rising above the problems and the difficulties. And so I hope a couple of things. I hope, number one, we never have to be worried about using this panel. That is just a protection for us. And I hope that many of you will see the Psalms as that kind of a place for you to go for a refuge. And more importantly of all, I hope that when the burdens of life come upon you, you'll see them as a gift from God, wings to fly up above the difficulties of life. Blessings to you all.